Hi, this is your end of week market wrap. We had a positive start to the trading week in regards to equities. Major indices were boosted from the positive EU economic summit with firm gains on the turn from the Thanksgiving weekend. And there was further boost for retailers from Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Brexit was on the agenda this week at the beginning. So UK PM May was in Brussels over the weekend for the EU Economic Summit, which is now known as the Brexit Summit. The leaders of the remaining 27 member states took less than 40 minutes to approve the PM May's deal. This came only after Spain struck an agreement with the UK and EU where Spain will have a veto over any agreement concerning Gibraltar. During the week, PMA headed a meeting with her cabinet and warned members who are considering to reject her deal that this will open the door to more division and uncertainty. PMA will put the proposal through to the House of Commons for a vote on the 11th of December. Prior to that particular date, there will be a number of debates taking place from the 4th of December. It is already clear she faces a tough battle to get this through Parliament. And she has also backed down regarding attempts to stop lawmakers from making changes to her Brexit plan. So MPs will be able to vote on potential changes to her plan going forward. So midweek, the markets were led by heads of central banks. The focus was on the Federal Reserve, so Jerome Powell and the head of the Bank of England, Mark Carney. So the largest move came from the head of Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, who surprised investors by saying that interest rates are just below neutral levels. So if we compare this to a speech in October where he said they are a long way from neutral, we are starting to see a more dovish Fed leading up to the final rate decision at the end of this year in early December. So do note, Powell stated at the beginning of this year that we could see 4 rate hikes. With 3 already taking place, market participants had speculated a 4th rate hike in December was probable and had started to discount that in price. With the latest comments, the Fed chair, the probability of that rate rise is less likely, and traders have adjusted their positions accordingly. So traders also did rush to cover their short positions as we saw a significant rally in the equity markets. So we saw the euro and the pound rally against the dollar, but also high beta currencies such as Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar rallied the most against all majors, and that's because of their carried trade benefits. Head of Bank of England, Mark Carney, published analysis of its worst-case Brexit scenario. He stated the UK economy could contract and the GDP could fall by 8%. This could lead to a spike in unemployment, and therefore house prices could crash up to 30%. Even so, the analysis does indicate the current deal by PMA had struck with the EU would be the least damaging outcome for the UK economy. In addition to this, all 7 banks and building societies have passed their 2018 stress test. Okay, so moving on to sort of trade wars, which is now back on the agenda this week, with a number of reports showing US President Trump's intention to proceed with raising tariffs on China imports from 10 to 25%. We are seeing Trump's hardball tactics causing a concern for the markets. As we come to the end of the week, the session has started with a shaky beginning as uncertainty regarding US and China trade relations leading into the G20 meeting. It is clear US President Trump will consider to increase trade tariffs from 10 to 25%. The White House has stated they are open to a deal, but if there is no constructive talks at the G20 meeting with China, this could lead to a hike in tariffs. We are expecting a volatile end to the session this week. So overall, traders have focused on the geopolitical themes such as Brexit, US-China trade relations, and the Italian budget this week. So reports from Italy considering to curb its fiscal deficit target has led to a boost with a Italian FTSE MIB and has eased concerns in the EU. The cryptocurrency market had a week to forget after the crypto sell-off intensified further, with Bitcoin setting a new low in the region of $3,520. The weekend focus will be on reports from the G20 meeting, especially in regards to the meeting between the US and China. So have a great weekend. Take care.